What can you say about this feature here, Karen?
There's a wall. Yeah. Quite late, we think. There's a bit of a cobble floor here. And perhaps a penknife, which we can see is worked here. And there's a little bit of the metal, copper, perhaps.
Amazing the amount of stuff that we actually miss.
So this is a sharpening stone that we discovered yesterday in Cave 1B, and you can see the grooves here that have been used for sharpening knives.
Right, we're just on one of the post-medieval contexts in Linie 1B, and you'll see we've got this incredible surface which we've cleaned back and we're removing now, overlying this rubble spread from an earlier period. But it's incredibly rich in fish scales, and you can see there's just a mat of this material which we've been sampling, incredibly thick, and you can see the makeup of it, individual fish scales. Not sure if they're from salmonids or from cod family type fish, but obviously the intriguing question is, what are they doing with the fish? How are they processing it? Why are we finding the scales and not that many fish bones? So is it that they're actually taking the scales off, scraping the scales, preparing the fish in some way before selling elsewhere? But at a lower level, within the stone spread, we've actually come on quite a few large and well-preserved animal bones. We thought at first it could be cattle or something like this, and we've got what is almost looks like a complete pony skull, small horse skull, and again it's been dumped in this pile of stone.
Found this row of vertebrae, which are tantalisingly close to this skull here. So here we go.
Ooh.
And lo and behold, there is indeed more, and we still perhaps haven't got to the bottom of it. So more tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a pretty complete skull, and then the vertebrae comes right along there. And there's no ribs yet, so hopefully they'll be underneath. What else do you want me to say?
Any sign of butchery you can see?
I think there's some marks along there.
Another view.
Can someone describe the cause of death for me, please?
Poleaxing.
Poleaxing.
Poleaxing, as you see from
you
the
can
large,
see the large.
poleaxed hole.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's no harm in doing that.
Yeah, well, we think we might have some evidence of metalworking here in, which is definitely the pre-medieval there. Some what could be iron deposits, iron slag deposits, and so now we're just bringing everything down to that layer to see what we can find.
Absolutely spectacular.
How many did you test pit?
And I noticed what I thought at first was a thimble, and I picked it up and realised immediately that it was completely solid. And it turns out that we think it's a gaming piece.
Oh, fantastic. And what's it made out of?
We think antler. It's got a completely flat base, and there's a tiny hole in the centre of the top.
What we've got here is obviously we've section excavated through the feature, the furnace, the smithing furnace this way, which gives us quite a bit of information. But as we started to remove the other deposits, then we got this really nice section through what survives of the smithing art. So what you've got is obviously part of the furnace wall sitting on this stone slab, and then down below it you've got part of the art base with its different laminations in it. So what we're trying to do is raise it as complete as we can. Not too bad.
Well done. That's great.
Hey.
Not too bad.
Good round of applause.
Scottish gritty ware, I believe, is
Yes, white.
it? White gritty ware.
White gritty ware.
Okay, marvellous. Thank you. And we think sort of 1000s through to 1200s?
That sort of thing.
Dead Pony Club on it.
Pony Club. Just keep it up, chaps.